where we find out who will join the likes of Vince Carter, LeBron, Melo, Zion, Candace, and many others as a winner of the dunk contest here at Sprite JamFest. We're in Brooklyn at Barclays Center. Ted Emmerich, Corey Alexander, Paul Biancardi, Brooke Weisbrod, our entire crew. Let's check out our lineup. Caleb Wilson, yes, Grace Knox, hoping to join Candace Parker, Fran Belibi, and Ashlyn Watkins as girls to win the dunk contest at the Sprite JamFest. Tounde Yessoufou, Michael Brown Jr. just won the three-point contest. Also Chris Sinak Jr. and the #1 player in the class of 2025, H.A. DeBonsa. Who you got?
I'm going with Michael Brown. He told me he was going to win the three-point contest and the dunk contest. I didn't listen to him in the three-point contest, Ted. I'm listening to the young fella now. I believe Michael Brown is going to walk away with the sweep.
Tounde Yessoufou, for me, going to Baylor. Nobody has more energy in this game. He's a powerful athlete. Reminds me, when I watch him dunk the basketball, of Zion Williamson.
So we check out the rules, and each player will have a chance to complete 2 dunks in our first round. You got 45 seconds to complete 1 dunk. Dunks are scored if they are completed on a scale of 7 to 10. And our top 3 from that first round will advance to the final. Our judging panel tonight here in Brooklyn. Grimace. Somebody's going to have to help him with the cards, I think
that's
hands.
what Ronald's there for. Yeah.
Representing the Ronald McDonald House Charities, Max Caraba from Bayside, New York, about 15 miles to the east. Cancer survivor. So great to have somebody representing RMHC on the judging panel yet again here at the dunk contest. Also, Speedy Mormon, host and interviewer extraordinaire, part of our judging panel. Angel Reese, former national champion at LSU, WNBA All-Stars, a rookie with Chicago. Didn't have a chance to play in her McDonald's All-American game because of COVID, but Angel is with us here tonight. Talk about star power. You talk about Glorilla as well. What you know about me? We know that she is on the panel.
Let's go, Ted. Let's go, Ted.
You didn't think I had that, did you?
I know you got it, man.
You weren't expecting that.
Big glow in the building.
So we start with Caleb Wilson, the future Tar Heel, and Caden Boozer is out here as well. They are teammates as part of the East. They will be rivals next year, of course, with Wilson going to Carolina, Caden Boozer going to Duke. Getting a little help from Caden Boozer, and Wilson puts it down.
And remember, they were also teammates this summer when they teamed up to win Peach Jam with the Knight Riders. So chemistry between the two already, even though that North Carolina and Duke battle will become very realistic.
It's simple. He's got the best passer in high school basketball, and Caden Boozer made it nice and soft. Caleb Wilson has incredible vertical bounce. He's got a quick second jump. He's long. We talk about this class being one of the best classes in the last couple of decades. Well, athletically, they are gifted.
Now Grace Knox right here trying to add to the legacy of girls in the dunk contest at the Sprite JamFest.
And she's got an entire crew behind her to turn her up.
Couldn't quite get there. Get 45 seconds on the clock here. Still plenty of time to register a score. Already competed in the knockout, the three-point contest.
She's getting closer. She's getting closer.
Still got 17 seconds here to put down a dunk. Might be her last opportunity now. Though the girls supporting, oh, that close. And that's going to do it here in the first part of the first round for Grace Knox. Well, I think they're putting just a little more time on the clock here. Are they, for Grace? At least the teammates were advocating for that. That's not going to be the case here. There's some talk here in the arena.
Everybody's trying to rally for when they said one more try. That's what the guys want.
They're going to give her another opportunity. One last shot. Win it.
It counts.
Style points.
It counts.
We'll count it.
Each and every one of the young ladies looking at the judges, making sure that they chalk it up. They want to rescore, and I believe they got one.
Grimace gave her a 10.
Grimace going with the 10.
Now to Tounde Yessoufou from Benin, West Africa, plays his high school ball in Santa Maria, California, on his way to Baylor. And, man, he has been a standout in the practices and the scrimmage. Making plays like that.
Combination of power and force. And he could bend the rim. So strong, so powerful with his explosiveness.
48 for Yessoufou. One take, Tounde.
And Tounde off to a strong start. Of course, everything that he does is strong. But going baseline, the reverse windmill, to be able to finish it off. And Tounde told me earlier, he's a game dunker. He doesn't have many tricks, but it looks like he found a trick at the bottom of his bag. Advantage that Michael Brown has. He's the shortest guy in the dunk contest, which means that his dunks will always look better.
Okay, then.
And again, that is an elite windmill. There's not much buzz around it, but that is elite for a 6'3" guy to be able to go over the top and windmill like that. See, I haven't had to get on the judges. I haven't had to get on the judges yet, but now we got a conversation.
You're lobbying right now.
Why am I lobbying? Why am I lobbying?
Because he's your guy.
Because I'm the only one at this table that could do this. That's why I'm lobbying. That's difficult.
No,
so when you consider how difficult that is for a 6'3" guy to do it, again, that's not lobbying. Look at, he's putting his head close to the rim. That is a much more difficult dunk.
You mean you could do it?
Yes, I could back in the day.
You can't do it anymore.
Well, between you and I, we got two brand new hips. So
yeah, but I could never dunk.
You did it in 91, right?
I did it in 91. I finished second in the dunk contest. Jimmy King rolled out a ball rack, jumped over that, and everyone pretty much said, it's over, it's done.
Now, we'll see when the props roll out here tonight. Chris Sinak Jr. going to Houston.
Chris didn't even let the clock start yet. He went so quickly.
Clock still hasn't started.
But I tell you what, I like the attempt that he's going with. The bounce off the floor and the timing that it takes for this to be able to pull it off.
Well, that one went down.
See, I think you've got to go simple early and save the good stuff late, get creative at the end. Well, that's simple for him.
No, that's not simple. That's not simple. That is extremely difficult. Think of the timing that takes to be able to bounce it off the floor and then East Bay go through the legs. Look at this, bounce and then through the legs on the other side. There's not the crowd reaction necessary for that, but I'm thankful that the judges recognize how difficult that is.
They didn't recognize Michael Browns, but they recognized Chris Sinak Jr. with a perfect score.
Well, you've seen the windmill before, that's why. But the biggest prop thus far, bring it out.
And watch out for the hair on Angel Reese.
Angel Reese on the floor.
I like how she's ducking down, though. You know, she's saying, hey, listen, I'm just going to help you out. There you go. Stand up tall, because the guy can jump.
I don't think she has to worry, considering what we've seen from A.J. DiBonsa. Let's find out. #1 player in the class. And our last dunker to start the first round. The elevation of A.J. DiBonsa over Angel Reese.
Let me tell you one judge that will absolutely give him a 10. Angel Reese.
She better.
Because she was able to stay intact.
The assist.
And not as Ronald goes over and grabs Angel's board, she's telling Ronald, give him a 10 off the top. A.J. DiBonsa starting off at the top.
And Angel confirms that score. Yes, it's a 10.
And Angel no longer bending over. A.J. going right over the top. Angel Reese goes about 6'3", 6'4". No problem for A.J. DiBonsa to be able to clear.
That is what you call trust.
The look on Angel Reese Lisa's face, too.
She was happy it was over.
And it starts with Caleb Wilson, who had a score of 40 to start, going reverse for his second dunk.
Looked like Dominique Wilkins. Reverse pump.
And the difficult part about that, and again, outside of Angel Reese, I'm not sure anyone at the scorer's table has ever dunked before. For a right-hander, you normally go from the opposite direction. You would run from the opposite wing to do that dunk. He basically does this as though he's left-handed. And so going opposite direction, dunking, that adds a level of a higher degree of difficulty. I'm not sure if that was recognized with a difficult dunk. Dominique-like, as PB says.
He starts on one side, he finishes on the other side. His hang time to slam that home.
Here is Tounde Yessoufou, the Baylor signee.
And he just told me a second ago to watch what I do. He goes, watch out for this. He didn't tell me what this was, but he told me to watch out.
Got blocked by the rim. Again, 45 seconds on the clock. Still time here, but you wonder if a missed dunk to start will play into the minds of the judges. That's happened in years past. There it is that time. Wasn't exactly powerful. He's shaking his head.
And it didn't have as much juice on it as you mentioned, Ted. Being that it was a second attempt, be interesting to see what the judges. You know what? I love Grimace as a judge, though.
He just keeps that 10 in his hand.
Has he given anything other than a 10?
I personally don't think he has the wingspan to be able to pick up anything else off the table. So I think he just sticks with the 10.
I don't know why the crowd didn't react to that.
Because it's extremely difficult to do. But because he missed that first one, I believe that is part of the reason why.
Didn't punch it like we know he can, and he knows he can as well.
Well, and Ted mentioned it. He came away shaking his head afterwards, not feeling as though that was his best effort.
A first-class playmaker in 2025, heading to Louisville. See if he can throw one down to impress the judges and move on to the final.
Uh-oh. He's rocking the cradle, I think. Oh. Now, will that hurt him, as you mentioned before, Ted?
Yeah.
Will that hurt him? Because that dunk, that is Michael Jordan-like. Oh, he would have gone.
Tried the windmill again.
Now he's putting that one. Yeah, now he's putting down in everyone's mind.
Yeah. Still plenty of time here. And there it is.
Okay, so again, it won't be recognized by the judges. However, he jumped off his right foot.
Yes.
Okay, so when you look at this dunk, he jumps off his right foot. Now he's seen
this a few times.
Sinak had some powerful finishes in practice and the scrimmage as well so far this week, and now getting a little assist from Sean Abayev, who's going to Cincinnati. They'll both be in the Big 12 next year. Oh, and Sinak coming up short there. 40 seconds on the clock. Mistimed that one. And Sinak throws it down after all, but you see the frustration on his face.
Yeah, and it's not the windmill that he originally wanted to go with. Still high scores across the board. 4 9s and 1 8. Oh, Grimace can't reach.
Actually with a 9.
Another number. I thought Grimace could only give 10s, but he's showing he's got his wingspan together to be able to lift other numbers off the table.
That's a tough angle.
It really is.
To dunk a basketball.
His first dunk, this score of 44 does put Sinak into the lead.
Mm-hmm. And it's 3 finalists, correct? Yep. With Grace not participating in the second one.
Correct. So Sinak's in the final.
At least a 44 or 43 by A.J. DeBonsta here to move him into the final.
DeBonsta had that perfect score just like Sinak in the first run. Now the second dunk for the #1 player in the class of 2025.
Oh, extremely difficult. The timing involved in that and the bounce.
the timing has to be impeccable.
Right.
It really does.
To slam that home.
But that's why Christian got a 50 on the first one, because he actually got the timing right. All right, AJ just needs to make one now.
Yeah, you got to just put one home, AJ.
With that perfect score, all he needs is just a made dunk at this point. Keep it simple to get to the final. Oh, no! And time's going to run out on AJ Dibonsa. Could not complete a dunk during the second wave of the first round. Grimace is holding up all the numbers.
And Grimace 17.
He gave him 17. They must be boys.
Yeah, and he didn't complete a dunk. 7, the highest score, the only score he can receive at that point. And so Dibonsa does not move on to the final as a result. Our top 3, Chris Sinak Jr., Tounde Yessoufou, and Caleb Wilson.
Boozer and I had a conversation earlier about him being in the dunk contest, so he made sure to come over and let us know he actually is in the dunk contest, looking for a second assist in the dunk contest.
Caden Boozer, Caleb Wilson's grassroots teammate with the Knight Riders, and you see what they have planned. Just couldn't finish it right there. And 40 seconds on the clock. 1 dunk here in the final.
But the 2 misses that we talked about before, taking a little of the luster off of what is a difficult dunk.
He's trying to catch it off the backboard, turn around, and slam it backwards. He's got to have a lot of hang time for that.
I think Caleb might be a little bit gassed at this point.
Down to 7 seconds here. And that's going to do it for Caleb Wilson here in the final.
Well, he just dunked himself out of it. Even Grimace can't help him.
I don't know. Grimace held up at 17.
Now Tounde Yessoufou. Paul, you had a quick conversation with him during the break.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to do it like Anthony Edwards. He says, I'm going to take it off the glass, I'm going to do a windmill, and I'm going to win this.
With the help of Sean Abayev. Okay, there is the windmill.
And he's saying, come on, baby, give me the votes.
There's some 10s. Oh, Speedy only with the 9. And it's a score of 49.
That's why Tounde looked at Speedy and just pointed to him like, what are you thinking, man?
Speedy needs to have him on.
Speedy needs to have a speedy exit out of here.
If Speedy ever has Tounde on his show,
Look at that.
Words.
That is Anthony Edwards-like. He wasn't lying.
And wasted no time in doing it on the first attempt. Of course, it's always going to be beneficial, but Speedy leaving the door open.
Future teammates at Houston. You're a Cougs fan right now. You're in the Final Four. Here is the future of the program, and half of it's on a hoverboard.
And if you're Kelvin Sampson, your blood pressure's going up right now. Says, guys, don't get hurt doing this, please.
As if he doesn't have enough to worry about going to the Final Four.
Zay Harwell on the hoverboard, ready to assist his future college teammate, Chris Sinak Jr. Yeah, what is Speedy doing shooting?
Speedy is trying to validate his 9 over there.
Why?
Well, it didn't turn out well. It was not validated, let's say that.
There's a recount.
All right, it's a 49 for Tounde Yessoufou. Chris Sinak Jr. must have a perfect score to win it right here.
But we can say that he already has the perfect prop.
Harwell on the hoverboard and twirling for his future college teammate, Chris Sinak Jr. going up top. Is that enough?
Put the 9 down. What?
Oh, Grimace with the 9 as well. And it's a 48 for Sinak. He comes up 1 point short. Tounde Yessoufou takes home the Sprite Dunk Contest Championship. The future Baylor Bear has major bounce. And Tounde Yessoufou Yessoufou now with Brooke.
All right, Tounde, you came in as the most powerful dunker of the bunch. What was behind some of the selections you made tonight?
I just think it's about consistency. Just go out there and then make the first one. I mean, unfortunately, the East Bay I miss it, but I just know that I'm gonna go right back in and then make it.
Yeah, hitting your dunks on the first try seems to get a lot more impact with the judges. Who were you most worried about impressing over there?
Man, I was impressed. Honestly, all of them did good. They did a good job. You know, I just got to, like, you know, motivate them to give me a 10, but I think they all did a good job.
All right, we're taking another look at your dunk right now, and it was just phenomenal for you. So are you hoping to bring that same energy to Baylor?
Definitely. Baylor, I will be there in June, man. Y'all better be ready.
All right, well, we're ready to award you the trophy from Sprite. Congratulations, you are the Slam Dunk champion.
On behalf of the Coca-Cola Company, Sprite, great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tounde Yessoufou moved to the United States from Benin, West Africa, before his freshman year of high school. 14 years old, without his parents, to chase a dream. He developed into a McDonald's All-American, the all-time leading scorer in California high school basketball at St. Joseph High in Santa Maria, California. And now he is the dunk contest champ here at the Sprite JamFest, and you better believe he is wearing the SportsCenter Top 10 chain as well. Better see that later tonight.